As health and environment constitutes one of the pillars of the Themes Plus agenda of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's administration in Lagos State, policies on environmental sustainability and safety are given attention. Hence, the administration's constant crackdown on acts harmful to the environment, such as erection of shanties, building of water channels, among others. This story and more for you on this episode of Inside Lagos. Many thanks for joining us. I'm Adedoja. Salam Adeniyi.
Ẹni tí ò dé kó ìrìn ẹkù kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ẹni ò dé kó ìrìn ẹkù kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Mo ní pé bó o bá dé kó ìrìn ẹkù kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Àwọn òyìnbó débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Haúsá débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Àwọn Ìgbò débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Gbogbo Yorùbá débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tí wọ́n mú lọ. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ẹni òde kó ìrìn ẹkù kan. Èkó ò ní bàjẹ́ lórí àwa. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ọ̀pọ̀ ò bá dé kó ìrìn ẹkù.
Lagos State government has intensified efforts to arrest and prosecute the ringleaders of illegal landlords who rented out under-bridge apartments to tenants for 250,000 naira. The State Commissioner for the Environment and Water Resources, Tokunbo Wahab, disclosed this at a ministerial press briefing to commemorate the first year of the second term in office of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and his deputy, Obafemi Hamzat. We were there. Lagos State Commissioner for the Environment and Water Resources, Tokunbo Wahab, arrived at the press center in Alausa, Ikeja for the 2024 annual ministerial press briefing to give account of the activities of his ministry in the past 12 months. It's an event to commemorate the first year of the second term in office of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's administration.
Honestly,
speaking on the removal of illegal structures and how the state government uncovered another set of apartments under a bridge in Dauphin Estate, Ikoyi, Tokunbo Wahab said the state government is determined to dislodge shanties under the bridges across the state and convert them to proper use.
The Lagos State Environmental Management and Protection Law 2017 requires us to remove every hindrance on our water channel. So when people build on those parts, what we do in the environment, we are not LAPSCA, we are not the building agency, is to remove the nuisance. However we will remove it, it's not anybody's, we just remove it, but we don't demolish people's properties. An unbelievable 80 number of rooms, partitioned 10 by 10 and 10 by 12, and 26 miscreants and containers used for different illegal activities were also discovered. All the structures have been dismantled, and a total of 26 miscreants who lived under the same bridge were arrested, while efforts are intensified to arrest the ringleader who rented out the underbridge apartment. The agency arrested a total of 1,886 people, comprising of illegal traders, street traders, environmental polluters, and cart pushers. But it also sends a very strong message to our people that you can be brazen for a while. The wheel of justice may be slow, but it will always grind to a halt someday. That's what we're just trying to do. We're trying to reset a button that anyhowness is not going to be allowed in these states. Without law and order, it becomes an Obesian system where life becomes nasty, brutish, and short. The ministry has threatened its drainage enforcement and compliance department to be very firm but polite in ensuring due diligence concerning all drainage channels and restoring the right of ways on all our channels.
He said the ban on street trading on Lagos Island would also spread to other local government areas in the state, as it will be a continuous exercise. The Sanfield waterfront is higher than the layout of the area, thereby causing flood when it rains. And now that the rains are here, he responded to questions from journalists on the plans of the state government to transform Oworosoke waterfront into one of the biggest water transportation terminal, tourism and entertainment hubs in Nigeria.
The site is an abandoned project that has tremendous negative impact on the well-being and property of people living in the Okokol area of Owuroshoki in Koshofe local government area of the state.
We have to reconstruct the channel through the reclaimed land to discharge into the lagoon. That's the only solution we can provide for them now. And that is on the design, we are at the design stage for that, meaning that because the reclamation is higher than the layout of Uru. But the area you mentioned, Olatunji, Gerard, Aluko. So the only way to discharge the rainwater is to do a channel through that reclaimed portion to the lagoon. And we are at the design stage now, thankfully.
My second question is about Barua community, because the contamination in that area would take a whole, only God knows. The community have been existing for more than 50 years. The problem started 1996 till date. Their well waters is contaminated. They are sick. Many are sick in that community because they don't have good water. And so they buy water every day. So I want to know what the Lagos State government is doing, especially the Water Corporation, in terms of provision of potable water.
Wherever you have pipes tampered with, you have leakages experienced. But for us, we are trying to escalate, and we've done that. We have escalated to DPR. That's the federal government agency with respect to this issue. We've done community engagement also to stop the vandalization of the pipes. And we also can speak to the fact that Lagos State Water Corporation has started re-engineering the mini water works on that corridor. Sometime weeks back, thankfully, the young and energetic MD of our Water Corporation commissioned the Abeson mini water works to supply water to the estate. So now we want to try to extend that supply to neighboring communities that will include Barua and others in that neighborhood.
He said the present administration has intensified efforts for improved and timely waste clearing across the state, adding that the two main dump sites at Olushosu and Solos have experienced rehabilitation, leading to increased capacity.
I can confidently tell you that we shall decommission Olushosu within the next 24 months. And we are doing the work already. You see, in the Lagos Megacity Master Plan, the plan was to have taken Olushosu out of this place for years. But gladly, we have advanced our conversation with a neighboring state. We also have our Plan B. And then the MOU partner also have their plan. But it's a 24-month project. And then you see the beauty that will turn Olushosu into afterwards.
Meanwhile, the State Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Benga Omotosho, insisted that the statewide exercise to free Lagos of security risks continues after the arrest of some suspects under the bridge in Dauphin Estate, Ikoyi. Mr. Motosho explained that the ceaseless influx of miscreants, beggars, and destitutes to Lagos streets has raised fears over insecurity, which is unacceptable. He said as part of the exercise, 450 miscreants were rescued, out of which 371 pleaded for assistance to relocate them to their states. Also, 79 of them have been absorbed into some government facilities for rehabilitation after showing signs of being unwell. The special advisor to the governor on infrastructure, Olufemi Daramola, and his works counterpart, Adekunle Olayinka, also briefed journalists about their works. As part of efforts to develop first-class infrastructure to support the growing population of Lagos, the state government completed and inaugurated 172 roads, translating to 177.93 kilometers in the past 1 year.
Additionally, 253 projects are ongoing, which in completion will translate to an additional 298 kilometers. We intend to complete before the expiration of this administration. On bridges, It is important to note that we have completed a length of about 2.51 kilometers, while another 3.13 is currently ongoing at different parts of the state. The projects are distributed within the senatorial districts, divisions, and local governments.
Mr. Daramola explained that infrastructure development remains a critical development vehicle for realizing the Themes Plus agenda of the Babajide Sanwo-Olu administration and the Greater Lagos vision of Africa's model smart city.
This administration has continued to deliberately invest in infrastructure as a critical development driver of the state's economy, and along the line, providing hundreds of jobs for Lagosians as well as bringing immediate and impactful support to commuters.
He said this informs the delivery of new road projects, massive upgrading and rehabilitation of existing roads, and construction of new bridges, which have brought succor to the people and helped in delivering dividends of democracy to the citizenry.
The 3.89 kilometers Ojota-Opebi Link Bridge and Approach Roads is a critical link initiated by Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu in January 26, 2022. When completed, it will ease congestion in the axis by providing a direct route between Opebi, Mende, Maryland, and Ojota, thereby enhancing connectivity and reducing travel time. The project is making steady progress, has achieved very good completion stage, and is scheduled to be completed this year. Rehabilitation and upgrading of Eti-Osa-Lekki-Epe Expressway. The Eti-Osa-Lekki-Epe Expressway transverses from Ekpeti Junction to Abraham Adesanya. It has a total length of about 47 kilometers. It's gratifying to mention that we have completed phase 1 of the project, while the phase 2 and 3 are nearing completion and will be delivered very soon. It is important to note that we anticipated the volume of traffic and the axle load that will emanate from the Lekki Free Trade Zone, Dangote Refinery, proposed Lagos Airport, and other future infrastructure which informed the design of the road project to a 3-lane dual carriageway with continuous reinforced concrete pavement option.
The special advisor to the governor on works, Adekunle Olayinka, listed some of the major projects across the state and the level of work done.
The infrastructure roadmap for health sector is being championed by the Office of Works with the primary goal of revamping health facilities across the state's primary, secondary, and tertiary healthcare system. The prototype of a new, remodeled, and upgraded healthcare infrastructure in the state was planned to conform with key elements of global standards. The construction of a 280-bed general hospital in Ojo has generated about 180 jobs and about 39% completion. Also, the 150-bed new Massive Street Children's Hospital is progressing as scheduled and has been proposed for completion before the end of this administration, and has so far generated about 130 jobs. Mr. Governor has also approved the construction of the 1,500-bed psychiatric hospital and rehabilitation center in Ketu region. As part of the administration Greater Lagos agenda, we invested immensely in the upgrade of public health facilities. We have delivered 3 mother and child centers, MCCs, at the Eti-Osa, Ikondo, Badagry, and Ebe. Some of the health centers that have been renovated are Harvey Road Health Center, Yaba, and the Buttermilk Comprehensive Health Center, and others. The construction of a 4-story faculty of basic medical and clinical sciences of the block at Lasuko was completed, and to enhance staff welfare, the construction of the 24-unit doctors and staff quarters in Lasuko and the hospitals have been fully commenced.
They called on the private sector to leverage on the abundant opportunities in Lagos as one of the fastest growing economies in the world to be solution providers.
Lagos is the most populous city in Africa at over 26 million people and with an average annual population growth rate. It is estimated that with this growth rate, by 2030, it to be the largest consumer market in the world. The states would have to grapple with most of the challenges of rapid urbanization, including infrastructural deficit challenges amidst its exponential growth. There's need for immediate intervention to develop critical infrastructure in the states.
According to them, Lagos is open to collaboration with interested investors to support the ongoing efforts of the administration to effect key reforms in transportation, environment, public infrastructure, and tourism sectors for improved economic growth and development.
The government believes in partnerships and collaboration, which we believe hasten development, economic buoyancy, and social advancement. Lagos State is open to collaboration with interested investors to support the ongoing efforts of this administration to effect key reforms in transportation, environment, public infrastructure, and tourism sector to further put the state on a sound footing for economic growth and development.
Lagos State Commissioner for Tertiary Education, Tolani Sule, is here to brief journalists about the achievements of the ministry in the past 1 year.
I warmly welcome you all to this year's ministerial press briefing.
At the press briefing in Ikeja, the commissioner said the state government is in support of the recent pronouncement by the Minister of Education, Professor Tahir Maman, that the age for students' admission into universities should be increased from 16 to 18 years. He said the decision is in the best interest of students. Mr. Sule explained that young students in tertiary institutions seemed unsure of what they wanted and get easily discouraged by irrelevancies and vices. He stated that most of the students are not physically and mentally prepared for university education, urging parents not to rush children through the rigors of university education. Speaking on conversion of the State Polytechnic to a University of Science and Technology, the Commissioner attributed the decision to many factors. This includes students' reluctance to study technical skills in the Polytechnic and non-interest of employers in employing them.
The university, as new as it is, completed uninterrupted first academic session uninterrupted. The university has admitted as many for the first year, as many as 2,600 students in 36 programs. Result published within 2 weeks of completion of the examinations. The government has awarded and funded seriously the construction of the administrative building, 750-seater auditorium, student arcade, student union building is already completed and handed over to the students. Some states of the Federation are coming up to want to see how we are able to achieve this.
Mr. Sule said arrangements have reached the advanced stage for the take-off of the Lagos State University of Medicine to ensure better training of doctors, adding that Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has personal interest in the project.
There is no gainsaying. Lagos State has the highest number of youth population in the country, the majority of whom are dynamic, full of energy and creativity. Therefore, it is our commitment to ensure that this number of youth are well educated and productive to meet the manpower demand of the state and Nigeria in general.
The commissioner stated that special scholarships for people with disabilities will commence this year as Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu approved onward review of bursary and scholarships awards for students of the state in tertiary institutions.
I am proud to unveil the introduction of a special scholarship for inclusion. This initiative is designed to support people living with disabilities and the multidimensionally poor, empowering them to pursue their educational aspirations and contribute meaningfully to the society. It is crucial to note that the special scholarship for inclusion extends beyond Lagos State indigenes. It encompasses all residents enrolled in Lagos State-owned tertiary institutions, irrespective of their state of origin. This underscores our commitment to fostering inclusivity and in providing equal opportunities for all residents of Lagos State.
On amount spent on scholarship awards, Mr. Sule explained that 335 million naira was approved for 1,591 students for the year 2022-2023 session, while 513 million naira was spent on 6,884 bursary awards.
The 2022-23 subsequent bursary and scholarship payments for undergraduate and postgraduate are currently ongoing. We are paying directly into the students and the recipients' accounts, bank accounts directly. Newly admitted students 2022-23 scholarship and bursary applications have just been completed. I am delighted to share with you the stride made by Lagos State Scholarship Board in streamlining the scholarship and bursary application process through automation. The transformative step has enhanced efficiency, transparency, and accessibility, ensuring that deserving students have equitable access to educational opportunities.
According to him, a total of 849 million naira was released in 2023 for 8,475 beneficiaries of scholarship and bursary schemes.
Lagos State government joined its workforce to celebrate the 2024 International Workers' Day with the theme, People First. At the Mobolaji Johnson Arena, Onikon venue of the celebration, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu reaffirmed his administration's commitment to workers' welfare, safety, and development.
It's a day to pay tribute to the hard-working men and women whose dedication and commitment contribute immensely to Lagos as a center of excellence. In their speeches, Chairman, Nigeria Labour Congress and Trade Union Congress, Lagos State Council noted that the celebration calls for sober reflection, especially with the current economic hardship in the country. They listed issues to be addressed by the government to include the approval of new minimum wage for workers and not increment.
We are hopeful to receive the announcement of a living wage and not an increment on our salary. NUT are appealing to Mr. Governor that the wage award of 35,000 that you are paying willingly and freely, the local government chairmen, they were paying 25,000. We will visit them after 7 days. We are ready to shut down all the local government if they refuse to pay these arrears.
For Governor Sanwo-Olu, workers deserve to be treated with dignity, and the state government will continue to create an environment where they can feel valued, safe, and empowered.
I want to reaffirm our commitment to building a more inclusive and equitable society in which the interest of the workforce receives the attention that it deserves. We will continue to invest not only in our educational sector, we'll ensure that we'll provide equipment in various workplaces in a safe and sound environment.
The governor also spoke about the fuel scarcity in the state, adding that it will be fixed in a couple of days.
I want to assure you that we have enough fuel in our various tank farms. It's only the logistics of getting the fuel from their various tank farm and depot. Let us just wait, and for the next couple of days, it will clear out.
We cannot but acknowledge the numerous challenges being faced by our workforce due to the current global economic hardship, which is impacting on the standard of living of citizens. As a responsible and responsive government, the administration of Mr. Selebo, the governor of Lagos State, has remained resolute and committed to frontally addressing these numerous challenges. And as such, he has put in place various policies and programs to cushion effects of the current hardship. The implementation of the 35,000 wage award to public servants with effect from December 2023. The implementation of flexible work, 2 days working from home,
for the grade levels 1 to 14 and 1 day work from home, grade level 15 to 17. Implementation of the 40% rebate on statutory fees payable to Lagos State government by public servants on the application for physical planning permits, allocation of government housing schemes, and allocation of land in government schemes. The Onje Eco initiative is another excellent one.
At the event, the workers took the center stage of the stadium for the march past. The governor salutes the invaluable contributions of the workers across all sectors.
Day is celebrated around the world to raise awareness of the rights of the working people and to protect them from exploitation. It serves as a reminder of the important role played by the working class and laborers in this society. As the Lagos State government promises to enhance welfare and infrastructure development, it is the duty of residents to ensure their maintenance and safe environment. And that does it on to this edition of Inside Lagos. Many thanks for being a part of it. I'm Adedoja. Salam Adeniyi.